like to welcome you to the World's Motherfucking Great Podcast in the
WNBA takes and world. So like we were saying,
shout out to the 250th episode. Good vibes.
Oh, yeah,
Make some noise for yourself, ladies and gentlemen.
You know what I'm saying?
For rocking and being with the gang.
You did bring that.
For 250 episodes.
Niggas thought I ain't bring it. Niggas said I thought she was going to bring it.
7 years.
I mean, I can tell by your
Immaculate vibes and many more. Shout out to 250 more.
For sure.
And many more good vibes. I think in high coast fashion, this should just be an episode, right?
Yeah. Man, y'all really watched us grow up. Like, I wasn't Muslim.
Damn, when this start, Brother Mucus was not banging the Allah set, for sure.
I was not set tripping crazy.
We love to see it. We love to see.
Yeah, y'all really watched us grow. Charles was not a father.
Oh.
Matic wasn't a father.
Wow. No, niggas did not.
He was on the way, but he wasn't a father.
This is going to be a thing down here. If you know me, I have a Clico collection.
Hey, this is about to be my first signature on the Musa.
And we'll keep this somewhere down here. There was no way I couldn't do the Clico for a 250.
I love that for us. Well, since we're here, we might as well start with the WNBA. WNBA has been getting a lot of pub.
Good or bad.
Is all pub good? Is all
That's what they
good?
say, it's all good.
Is all good pub? Is all pub good pub?
That's what they say, but I don't think Diddy would agree right now.
That's a solid point. That's a great point. That's a great point that's being made. No, man. I think the WNBA is in a weird stage right now. They're in a stage that is very interesting, at least to me, when their sport is like, no disrespect to them, but their sport is mid. Like, no funny shit. Like, their sport is not a sport that people get up for.
So
like,
she's got 30 points on 52% shooting.
Yeah. Like, their sport is not a sport that everybody just generally cares for. Yeah, it's over 50 for sure.
Okay.
So when your sport is fighting an uphill battle like that, people got to be a bit honest about what brings people to them.
Some niggas was on the same flights as some of these women.
So prime example, hockey's a mid sport right now. Hockey
playoffs is amazing.
I didn't say hockey. See, that's the thing. The WNBA is amazing, but it's a mid sport right now because in general, people don't really care about what's going on in the hockey world. Like, that's like, you don't have to agree, you don't have to like it, but that's the truth. In general, hockey, this ain't 1980s. Like, people are not pressed to tell you who a hockey player is.
No, early 90s. Gretzky was cooking.
Exactly. All right. Lindros, Lemieux.
Yeah.
Like, people don't care about this. Like, that's the general consensus. The general public.
A couple of them niggas play for the Capitals.
Do not care about hockey players like that.
I don't give a shit about hockey.
For real?
No. You see what I'm saying? Like, he knows Ovechkin probably, and that's it.
The Rangers blew me, but once I knew it was going to 7, I was like, yeah, this shit over with.
But like, that's the thing. So for me, like, the idea that this would be some equal opportunity shit is just not true. Like, hockey is there's 4 main sports in the United States: MLB, NBA, NFL, and NHL. No particular order, just the 4 big 4, the main 4.
MLS on its way though.
That's what I'm saying. And of these 4, only 2 of these joints get, I would argue, regular coverage consistently.
NFL and NBA.
Bro, if you want to find MLB coverage, you know what you got to do? You got to watch, like, the MLB network.
That, like, real coverage, yeah.
Like, like, there's, like, Baseball Tonight is no longer on ESPN. They got 1 week where they do Baseball Tonight. Baseball Tonight used to come on every night at 10 p.m. on ESPN.
They said one week?
They have 1 day a week now where ESPN shows Baseball Tonight. Like, we passed
and
that.
And I know during the summer they give it up, though.
No, it is still 1 night a week.
I don't know what night that is.
It's what
I want to say Wednesday.
I believe so. So my thing is that, like, this idea that
The only reason I know that because I know the Nationals had that one game on ESPN on Wednesday, and the lights was fucked up after the Taylor Swift concert.
all I know is that we gotta stop acting like we're doing some equal opportunity shit when it comes to sports. Like, no, there's one sport in America we actually care about: football.
Mm-hmm.
Everything revolves around football. Like the NBA don't even play games on Conference Sunday and Super Bowl Sunday. Why? And when they do, nobody could tell you what the fuck is going on at, because that's how, bro, football is king in this country.
For sure.
That is the sport. Maybe next is the NBA, and then maybe after that is like Olympic, international sport where people will get up and watch it. But like in general,
Hold on. Not to cut you off. Shout out to the U.S. cricket team today. Nah, dead ass.
no, I was gonna bring them up later in the day.
All right, we can talk about that later.
But my general point is that the WNBA isn't a good place because people care. Why they care? Hey,
One white bitch. That's literally what they care.
why they care? We can argue till we're blue in the face as to why they
I
care.
mean, I didn't say
That was
it.
wild.
I
Pat,
didn't say
you
it.
wild as hell for that.
Yeah, Pat. Yeah.
I didn't say it.
You
what you
wild as
done
hell.
did?
You wild as hell for that, Pat.
I didn't say it.
But I'm glad you apologized. But
Got these words.
But my point is that like they are at a place right now where the more people just keep talking about it, the more people gonna come and watch. Like the more you have this the shit that happened between Kennedy and Caitlyn, the more that happens, you know how many people probably tuned in to watch Kennedy play next to see what this girl was really about?
And I hate the fact that they acting like Kennedy Carter wasn't a hooper before this. Because when she was in Atlanta, she was a fucking dog.
But I hate that they're acting like she didn't have a whole bunch of issues too.
Yeah. And that's most of what I'm getting to, Charles. Like y'all weren't paying attention to her
that's the
before
whole
this,
point.
so don't pay attention to her now.
She literally got kicked off of 2 teams off of
some wild shit.
off of some the rumors or the thought process was she wasn't easy to deal with. So I'm confused as to like
Working on teammates and shit.
the idea that like she might be playing.
Her and what's name got into it, right? Andrew McCautry?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
The idea that she might be going a little further or
Like
doing,
we actually know the sport.
or doing a little too much is crazy. It's just like
All right.
it's so wild
okay?
to me. It's like a wild concept to me personally. Like maybe she maybe she did do a little too much. It's okay. Now, first of all, she didn't assault the girl. Whoever the Chicago Tribune, fuck y'all for doing all that, making shit hot.
That's where that shit came from?
Yeah. Some op-ed. Somebody wrote an op-ed. But outside of the
I
dumb
just seen a
people,
bunch of Twitter people talking about
but see
assault.
that's another thing too. Everyone is being disingenuous. There's a group of people acting like
It's a bunch of people that never played sport before too.
there's a bunch of people who are acting like no one is saying anything about Caitlyn. That's not true. And there's a bunch of people acting like the people who are saying things about Caitlyn are just talking about basketball. That's not true.
I follow Caitlin Clark, and her comments are nuts.
All I'm saying is that
A lot of hate.
both people on both sides are fucking have agendas to push, and instead of being honest that like, yo, I'm pushing my agenda, everyone's like, well, look what you did. No, that's why. It's like everyone has to grow up. It's shorties who have never watched a basketball game, let alone a WNBA basketball game,
We literally just talked about this earlier.
out here
Going to games.
not just going to the games, but that's good. I love that. Those girls are the girls tweeting, turning Caitlin Clark into some sort of like black versus white messiah type shit. Like, once again, the idea that people believe she is the white savior is not that is a real thing. They do this for almost every white player, every white American player who plays in a predominantly black sport.
Luka the next Larry Bird, right?
Like every white player, and Luka's not even American, and they're doing it. Like they're at the point where they're like, "Yo, you're white, we'll do this." Yeah. Connor Flagg, Cooper Flagg is a perfect example. Yo, he's a good player, very good player. People talk about him. Is he a generational?
Even Chet before he got hurt,
bro. Like, is he a People have it like, stop it.
And Chet had to remind niggas in the playoffs.
I've seen cats before. I've seen cats play, and no disrespect to Cooper, but coming out of high school, this ain't no generational shit.
Fuck no.
He like one of the best best high school players of maybe the last 10, 15 years for sure. No doubt of that. But this idea that like,
You think so?
yeah, you know, I've seen the Mount Verde. I actually watched one game.
I think
where I think they played in the high school, the state, either the State Farm, whatever
That nigga be playing down to me, bro.
the tournament joint.
The AAU shit.
And I watched that. He was balling. Like the kid
His
got
high school shit.
Yeah, the kid got go. When he played for Mount, he got go. Like
No,
he
I'm already sharp. His high school game, like my whole.
He remind me of KD a little bit.
No, he
like the way
can hoop.
Like the way the game plays. But my greater point is that like I didn't mean to get into discourse about him.
No.
But my greater point is that the white American savior is a real thing, especially in sports. So like Caitlin Clark is just the next in this long
and they've been waiting to find one since
long list. Like once again, and here's the other part.
And Tony Kukoc was the first white European one.
And here's another thing.
Y'all gonna put some respect on the real seven, cause Tony Kukoc was a fucking dog. Lucky Lefty was a hooper, Slim. Real shit.
And I think the last part about it is that she's not gay. There's a big sexuality part that I don't think the girls. I mean, some of the girls will outwardly say, but it's a big thing.
I want to say the fans.
That the
creepy
main woman on the thing, I guess the platform. That's why, like, no funny shit. All the commercials of WNBA stars I could think of right now are all heterosexual women, right? Kelsey Plum. Asia got a chip commercial, a Gatorade commercial.
No offense, but Shorty from Allstate, the Allstate commercial.
Kelsey Plum, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm talking about the black one.
Oh, Jewel Lloyd. I'm sorry. Jewel Lloyd might be the only non.
I'm gonna say we don't know you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to be respectful.
I'm just So shout out.
I would argue, right? All these commercials you're saying are newer than the first kind of commercial that came out. Which, as much as we, in a group chat, we don't like Erica Wheeler, but her commercial was kind of the first.
Who's
commercial.
Erica Wheeler?
Erica Wheeler.
No, but where was her commercial?
So last year it was the gay pride shit. Since we're saying our savior is not gay.
With it being
but that's a very specific
commercial
for a.
But we're talking about
Asia had the ruffles. She did the one with her Shaq.
But before that, like if we're talking timeline of commercials,
Asia's commercial wasn't first. Asia's Ruffles commercial has been on for like years.
I can't call it.
I would say it came last year, but I would say Erica Wheeler and her girlfriends
that jump came their first championship run.
And that was 2 years ago. And I would say that Erica Wheeler was around that same time.
Well, that's my point is that
I ain't see Erica Wheeler.
All I'm saying is
I ain't see Erica Wheeler Jones, so I can't debate that.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't seen Erica Wheeler's one.
Well, that's crazy. Well, not crazy, but I mean,
I be watching general TV in the Ruffles.
That's not the Erica Wheeler Jones not coming on.
That's my.
But it's a
but that is my
whole point.
My point is that
I be streaming. And
you watch regular TV and that Kelsey Plum, I get buckets.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Like shout out to Lee. Like the Gatorade commercial.
Wrote that jump, bro.
The Gatorade commercial with her and Caitlyn. Like there's a reason why.
These are all happening now.
There's a reason why people generally market certain people a certain way. Like people who like Ellen. Well, that's why she's getting all these commercials in the last couple years, because if more eyes come to the sport, the best player by proxy will get more chances and more opportunity. Like I don't understand why everyone doesn't understand that. Asia's the best player in the league. When's the last Brianna Stewart commercial you seen?
I don't think I seen one.
Brianna Stewart is
the MVP.
Is the rating MVP.
I seen some Sabrina INS school jump.
Exactly. That's my whole point. Once again, straight.
Her new shoe tough too.
Straight woman who people feel much more closer and would be much more quote unquote comfortable marketing. Like, bro, if you're gonna market quote unquote LGBTQ, you have to market very specifically. It is not like just general like boom boom boom. And those people who do cross over are a very specific group. Like, tell me how many Ellen DeGeneres. Like, there are very specific.
I was about to say Enrique.
There are very specific people with.
I seen her commercials.
Enrique?
Yeah, that's not okay. Enrique is how you say it.
Enrique. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What commercial she got?
She got the shoe jump. She was in the jump with Mark Cuban. He was trying to sell her socks.
She got a State Farm too, right? I think she got a State Farm. Man.
I don't even know a State Farm thing. It's just an investment jump, but she had a couple.
Yeah, she got a State Farm.
She had a couple.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're getting there. But my whole point is,
Cause she dropped 40 and then
It is
proposed,
very-
and then her shit went
It
upper.
is very. That is another element to this. Like the United States of America is just.
Too bad.
It's just. It's
Too
just
bad.
embracing the LGBT community at large as a society.
Basketball players be
as a
having them,
society as large. You don't think that will affect a fucking league
Yes, Charles,
that is
keep it
seen
serious.
as lesser? yeah,
I
I'm
was
pushing.
about
I'm pushing.
I'm
past
pushing
it.
through. I'm pushing. Please push
pushing
through.
past
Yeah,
it.
don't
I was
fool
about
us.
to
Don't
say
we
some
fool?
other shit.
It's 250, ladies and gentlemen. Don't mind me and Nomadic. Pay attention to
That's what I'm
Charles.
saying. The whole point is
I was
that.
following her for a minute. That's all I got to say.
My whole point is.
I
and
said,
that's the-
oh, okay.
and that's the. But I'm glad.
But we go to Charles's point.
But
Though.
it goes to my point that,
We go
like,
to
bro,
Charles's point though.
the general people who watch the WNBA are men, at large are men.
Were.
Okay,
Were.
I don't know what the
I don't know the numbers all these days.
but in everything I've seen up
Were
until like
up until this year.
Can't combat that.
fine, perfect. So
Like, I would say, like, maybe like 70, 80% prior to this insurge of people was probably, men watching the sport.
Okay.
And these diehard women, the people that played or some shit like that. Those are the people that was watching it. Now, I would think that number is kind of trickled down. I feel like everybody's trying to watch it at least now.
once again, it sounds
Like, I'm pretty
good.
sure this
Well,
missed
that
this game.
sounds
good. And then you look at the numbers and it's still 70 or it's still overwhelming like 65+% male or viewing audience.
I'm not mad at that.
I don't know the numbers,
I'm here.
but in everything, all data things that I've seen up until like 2002, 2022 says that men watch the WNBA like at a much higher rate than women do. Or whether you polling, actual, like all of it says that
It's a sport.
men watch it way more than women.
It's a sport.
So the general consensus is that you're going to market to your viewing company.
And niggas be horny, so they
unless
gonna
there's
watch women
more,
do stuff.
So what are we mad about right now?
no,
I'm not
we're
mad at
We're
anything.
fine. I think we're trying to
What are we
Understand
trying
why
to
they mad.
digest or maybe explain why the landscape is the way it is. Like, my whole thing is that sports function differently than people maybe want to admit. The way things work, like this idea of meritocracy is not how sports work. The best person doesn't always get the accolades or get the rewards or the shine. That's not how sports work. Sports works about marketability. Boban, an NBA player that most people know nothing other than he's big as shit.
Nigga average
has
8
so many-
minutes. nigga.
How many commercials does Boban have?
Niggas in the movie.
How much of a celeb is
Doing
Boban?
karate and shit.
That's not, and that's the thing. People, and that's what I
No, he
always
did.
try to
What
explain.
was
that, like,
he? He was in John Wick, right? Yeah, I'm about to say.
Boban isn't out
He
here
was in John
because
Wick, bro. 2, right?
Boban isn't getting
3?
Boban
John Wick
isn't
3,
getting
yeah.
these opportunities because he's good. It's because he's something that people find interesting.
7'9", nigga.
Being stupid tall is a thing that people
In
are
European.
infatuated with.
It's also a good spirit,
Nah,
But
fuck
that's
outta
my
here, James.
point is that
Stop that.
I think
I'm
that's
not even
my
gonna let you get that off.
He's not a good spirit.
I think that's my greatest
Cool.
point though.
He make
like,
niggas feel comfortable when he walk
that-
in the room because he freakishly tall. I heard.
that's my whole point.
But that's about it.
Boban's whole thing has nothing to do with basketball.
Exactly.
all.
Nigga, you're here because you're 7'7".
And that's the whole, like, there's this whole
That's
idea
it.
that basketball is playing a big.
Be
No,
7'7".
People have to understand. If
Shut up and dribble.
If basketball was playing a part in all of this, then there would be a very few guys
Charles,
who would
am I
get
wrong right now?
commercials.
I love a good shut up.
Nah, because Boban didn't do anything. Like
Exactly.
that's the thing. Like
I'm like,
Boban,
his shut up and dribble was be 7 foot.
Boban just existed in a climate. That's my thing with a lot of these guys. Like
And I ain't
Caitlin
gonna hold
Clark,
you. Shorty probably and when I say
Skylar
Shorty,
Diggins existed in a climate. That's why she was super popular. Like when Lil Wayne was wearing her jerseys and all that stuff, that wasn't because of anything, but at a certain time, at a
was the
certain point,
first
she was right
straight
there.
bad basketball
She
player.
was right there. She was right there at a very specific time
Respectfully.
and point. Just like Shamika Holsquaw was on that Slam magazine cover that we all remember.
Shout out to her. She was a dog.
Why? Because
You
at
said
a
what?
certain time and certain place, certain shit mattered.
Still go for it.
Nah, I just think that like niggas gotta be a little bit more honest about the discourse. Like it's not this, we hate these. It's not we hate black women. We don't care. It's like, bro, Do you see the niggas? Do the niggas who watch the WNBA have anything to do with the marketing of the WNBA, or do they just watch it? Do they decide, yo, the niggas who been watching WNBA for the last 20 years, do they decide who gets to be the face? Niggas been fucking with Diana Taurasi forever.
That's my goat.
Like,
But when you say niggas, like who are niggas though?
you.
You don't think, right? You don't think that
Maya Moore.
You don't think that like our interactions, like on platforms, means nothing to
What do you
what
mean?
they may see. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm
It's
over
on your
here,
head,
if I'm over
It's
here,
gone now.
if I'm over here on a jump, like I'm on a jump, it's like I need more Connecticut Sun shit. You know what I mean? Like you don't think that someone might see that and be like, all right, maybe let's market Connecticut more type shit.
Yes, but it has to be a large group of people, just like we were talking about with the betting thing yesterday. Large numbers change things. Large amounts of money change things. A few groups of people in selective pockets does not. So your 10, 15 friends talking about the WNBA is nice, I promise. But it's not gonna.
But it's just like how many people are really talking about it, right?
That's the whole point.
So if you do
A
have
lot
this
more
10,
than before.
and who
if
is
you do
talking
have
about
this
it.
10 that really know what you're talking about, and some person on the internet that might be running it could see, oh, this pocket of people that are talking about it, maybe this actually means something. Obviously, if there's not like millions of people talking about it, but if we're seeing this select group, why wouldn't that affect what the hell is going on?
What do you? I'm confused at what you
Yeah,
mean.
I don't even understand that
I'm
question.
saying like, yo, if it's like, all right, us three,
Yes.
we're talking about whomever on the internet. You don't think somebody that's in a circle higher than us, that's controlling all that shit, is maybe looking at what the fuck we're saying?
I don't deny that. What I'm saying is that there has to be larger. Like that's the whole point about all of this. Like there are things that we all like that we all there with the age of the internet, everything is niche. There are so many things that you go on YouTube.
That's not like the point of the internet
You
now.
go on YouTube and every 2 seconds there's an ad popping up for some shit, some game, some thing, some
A
product,
watch.
all these things. Why are they coming to you? Because somebody on the internet has seen that you
Either
like
you-
this or something.
Or you searched it.
This out, whatever.
That's why
And
your
now it's
cookies
being-
are important,
And that's
ladies
why it's
and
being
gentlemen.
marketed to you. So I don't deny that. But what I'm saying is, with the WNBA, this ain't no mom and pop store. This is a professional basketball league. So the marketing
It's a
that they are
franchise, my nigga.
doing is
Ain't
not
no mom
the
and pop.
same that Hazy Thoughts would do, or some small company trying to get your attention on the internet would do. The attention they're trying to get are millions of eyes, $1 million TV contracts.
And we gonna flood you.
It's a far different ecosystem. It's a far different game they're playing. So like
I'm about to say even Ant-Man commercial in Adidas right now.
I just think that they got they're at a
They
place where
marketed
right
the
now,
negative.
The shit is pop. The shit is popping for good or for worse, and there's a lot of toxicity around it. Fine, they have to find a way to Mook's point, to harness that, repackage that, and sell it. Yeah. Because like Mook's point, what did Ant do? As soon as the day he got kicked out of the playoffs,
they lost.
There was a commercial by
And he
Adidas.
knew the bad criticism was coming.
There was a commercial
and
by
Adidas
Adidas.
was, and I got receipts, nigga.
The day he got kicked, that means they had that ready. That's all I'm
receipts.
saying. Like,
And what is he doing in the commercial?
and I think that goes.
Working out.
And I think that's another
I didn't
thing.
even see that, Joe.
I think that's another thing.
Son, I
The
love that
other
commercial.
people who work with the WNBA gotta do, like, Nike should be the WNBA's like biggest sort of marketing sort of partner,
That's
where they all they do is push.
They stopped that shit after Jordan, and it's pissing me
They
off.
do where all they do is they push the idea of like
Because they dropping
the
the ball
WNBA
crazy
is
right now.
basketball just like you know it, and use
Yeah.
all the signature athletes they got from Asia
I just don't
to
understand.
Caitlyn, and they just do a whole campaign the same way Reebok did with Iverson, the same way Adidas did
I'm
with
about to
Kobe
say,
back in the
the
day.
shit that Gator-
Sprite did with Kobe, like bro.
The shit that Gatorade did with Serena, they need to
at a certain
repackage
point-
and give to Asia.
At a certain point, the
She
WNBA's
just got the
partners
Gatorade, Joe.
partners need to be
You said
more.
what?
She just got the Gatorade, Joe.
I know.
Gatorade,
That's
though.
why I said
The
that.
partners need to care more about
Yeah, it's just not.
Like, bruh,
about
y'all remember
getting
the
it out
Serena
in front of
Gatorade
people.
commercials, bruh?
Like that's what
Them
it is.
bitches went crazy.
I think think we want it too fast. I think it's gonna happen.
I don't think I went it too fast, bro. The league is the league. Like the league will be.
Son, they just getting that Larry Bird, Magic Johnson moment.
The league
in
will
2024.
The league will be the league.
They didn't have these people.
The league will. The league
Allegedly.
will be the league.
Son, I'm about to say, get the fuck out of my face, because
Allegedly. Like, people aren't respecting
Cynthia-
this.
First of all, they have 12 teams. Like, people gotta just be chill
Yeah, fact.
sometimes. Like,
But Cynthia Cooper Dyke, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. She was
if you have 12
that's
teams,
my favorite
bro, you have
WNBA
like
player.
more concise people that you can focus on versus having 30 teams. You got to find.
once
somebody
again in
on
the
these,
NBA,
like you can
in the
have
NBA, there are like
concise amount of
five.
The Houston
there are
Comets
like
won
5
4
to 10
championships
superstars.
straight.
Like this idea that
How
the
many
NBA
superstars would you say is in the W?
one.
One?
Asia.
It's not her. It's the girl Caitlyn. That's what I'm saying. Superstar doesn't just have to do with play. That's what everyone has to get out of their head.
Okay, yeah,
this idea that
okay,
because you're the best, Asia is super marketable. No one is saying she's not, but it has to keep coming. Like
No,
it
Charles,
can't
what you
just be
from what you're talking about,
it
you
can't
got
just
it.
be
It's
a
just one.
one thing. Like Asia, actually, I'm sorry, it's 2. It's her and Caitlyn. Those are the 2 superstars of the league. There's no other one. Kelsey Plum could be up there. There's other people who could be up there, but the 2 superstars are the MVP.
And they New York is dropping the ball with Sabrina. Sabrina should be way more out there.
Those are the 2 superstars
Brown
of the
and
WNBA.
So who's all the superstars?
The reigning
in the NBA?
MVP ain't
Of
out
the
there.
WNBA.
Who's the superstars in the NBA?
LeBron James, Steph Curry, James Harden,
Luka.
Luka.
If you're telling
Jason
me James
Tatum?
Harden is a
Not
superstar,
Jason Tatum.
Not Jason Tatum.
This is nuts.
Not Jason Tatum.
This is nuts.
Not Jason Tatum.
This is nuts.
Not Jason Tatum.
That's nuts.
Jason Tatum is a Here's the thing: superstar is a person who, regardless of sports, people care about. Jason Tatum is a person that a lot of sports people like. Yes, a lot of yes, people who like basketball, who watch ESPN. I'm talking about you go in the middle of God knows where.
Is Kyrie?
And Kyrie is a damn superstar. Randomly, yes, that is the perfect example of what we're talking about. Superstars.
Because I wanted to say him before Tatum, but I thought it'd be controversial.
Someone whose basketball precedes them. Like that's not the one thing you think about when you think about them. That's what makes someone a superstar. Asia now is going to get there, but it's mainly basketball where it's not just. You know what's gonna happen? The idea that she's dating Bam, shit like that, is going to up.
Should break my
Asia
heart.
is a superstar, and people don't like that because that's not how they wanted. They wanted to be. Oh, she scores 40 points, so it's not how it works.
Good midi right there.
So who else? I'm forgetting a few more people in the NBA, but like
Embiid,
Embiid not no superstar.
What's your logic of what a superstar is?
He's trending up there.
Joker is though.
Joker, he's like wow, like ooh man, like we trying to make this thing happen. Like, even if you don't want to, we gonna push you, the big Serbian cat who, and look, now he doing the hotel commercials. Now every time he's on the boat with the horses, bro, that's what is Joker's a superstar because
I would say
of all the triple doubles.
Angel Reese a superstar?
Ooh,
not yet.
She's trending.
How is it not yet? If we're saying this is somebody that people want to come and watch,
She's not.
Nah,
without basketball,
she's
close.
closer.
We're changing.
It's
venues
not there
for
yet
her.
on the hoop.
We're changing venues for her.
No, she's closer to a superstar. She's like closer than most of the other girls.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that's a fact. I give you that. Like Angel's far closer than a lot of other girls, but
Yeah.
like
I think she's more known off the court than court.
so then she would be a super. Like
That's what I'm
if
saying.
that is strictly.
If this is what we're saying.
But
a
I
superstar
think she still has somewhat of a ways to go because it is a very it's a very niche group. Like Lotto's no disrespect, but when Lotto is like your biggest celeb kind of like ooh endorsement, it doesn't move me personally because once again, Lotto is a very unique superstar in which or a unique star in which she's a niche star. Like outside of like black hip hop R&B, is Lotto Rihanna? Is Lotto Cardi B? Is Lotto Nicki Minaj? No, she's in the tier underneath that. It's the same thing for like.
Is Lotto Doja Cat?
It's the same thing. The same thing for basketball and sports. Like you could be great, you can be all these things and
That'll
still
piss
not
me off.
be.
Bruh, she's getting all the rebounds.
The one, like I can't stress that enough. Moving on, because I can't stay on the WNBA all night.
We could.
No, we
I
couldn't.
love the league.
What else is? Oh, Diddy. Last time we came here, we didn't know Diddy was going down like that, but now it seems very bad.
No, we did.
I got nothing for the diddler.
The diddler.
I love the diddler.
I don't love the diddler. That's
No,
crazy.
I'm saying
What
the
a
phrase
pass.
diddler.
What a pass.
I love the phrase diddler, not the man diddler.
Not the man diddler. I just want to know why he thought that the shit wouldn't come to light. Like he literally was been on the internet like the last couple of months, still trying to do the whole, Dr. Love thing, and it's like, bro, you had to know that this shit was out here, right?
I'm so out the loop. He was on the internet
Yeah, he was still on Instagram and shit. Like
going live. I know about the one joint where he
went live
apologized.
after he apologized, but nah, he was going live. You know, he was
Still out here
what the
Diddy.
fuck?
He was still out here
Did
Diddy.
y'all just see this?
No, I didn't.
It literally just switched games.
Switch to this? Yeah.
That was wild. But yeah, man.
Shout out to Kid.
Me personally,
Shout out to Detroit through and through.
I need
Not
him to
mad.
do.
That's my favorite girl right there.
I need
I'm not mad.
De'Erica.
No, the other one that was in the camera shot.
Oh.
Number
Cameron
15.
Brink.
They call her Joanna, man.
Oh, Tiara.
Yeah, that's my girl.
Nah, man. I just think he fooling out. I wonder if he gonna get what charges he gonna get.
Nigga was like, what?
Because they said he was on like 8 people that came up with accusations and shit. So I'm
Prior
like,
to the other 3.
no, since then, since the video.
That's what I'm saying.
He had like last time I saw he had like 8. Whatchamacallit?
Need more people come out.
Yes, say that he wild out.
That's all right. I seen a white woman come out. I know.
Yeah. She said she kept the clothes and everything.
Yeah, once I seen a white woman come, I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
he
she
cooked.
did say she
He
kept
cooked.
the clothes.
Yeah, see, they keep evidence.
Yeah, bro, I don't have too much for that.
I just think it's so wild, like when you see someone's fall from grace like that in such a public setting, because it's one thing when like you kind of read about it, like from the past, and you find out, but his shit is just truly just like, damn, like
Man, you keep this shit going.
you literally
never get back.
we literally watched the last year all this shit just unfold. Shit kind of wild when you get like kind of a front row seat.
How many habits or behaviors have you continued to do because
Mine too.
you never got bagged or no one spoke up about it?
Yeah, that's probably a great point.
Like, if nobody corrects you on it or you don't see anything wrong
You
with
gotta
it,
look within.
with the issue, I mean, what's the
didn't
point to
look
look within, bro?
He didn't look within.
You got too much money. Like, that's what,
Enough excuse.
like,
You should
I
have a conscience
I really-
at some point.
I mean, yeah, but when you got money and that's what you worship, my nigga, like, there's no conscience with that. Like, I hate to
I
get
don't
rid.
even know who this. I don't know that man enough to.
I don't, but that's why I was literally about to put the disclaimer out there. I hate to get religious,
Brother,
but like when
for 250, sir.
when you take God out of your life, you know what I'm
Get
saying,
you some,
and that's no longer the thing that you worshiping.
Well, he always say God.
Yeah, but
That's his bag.
I mean, that might be your bag, but
That's
that
his bag.
what's your intention behind that though?
No one knows. You be the first cat to tell a nigga you don't know his intentions.
I don't, but that's why I always bring it up because only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows your intention. But like I say, like what's your intention for a reason? Like it's something still in. That's why I denied it.
You put it in.
But
there,
like you gotta relax.
have a time.
Look, man. I don't know.
250.
I don't know.
But like that's why I was like the intention behind God and all that. Cause like also though, cause like thank you. But he's not. I don't want to say that.
Like I said, I don't know his vibes.
We don't practice. Yeah, thank you. I don't know his vibes on a religious thing. So it's just like when it comes to that, who are you actually worshiping when you're talking about God and all that? Then yeah, like his God money might be God in.
It might not. So,
And it might not. So it's just like when it comes to that type shit, it's just like,
all
yeah.
I'm saying is,
Live long
wild.
long enough to see yourself become the villain.
honestly, I think that's where I'm at with it. That like,
I feel like that
it's
hit
wild,
home more
it's
than what I
not
was
even
trying to
wild
say.
'cause
He's got a lot of demons.
he seems to.
Going back to what I was trying to say.
Got a lot of demons.
From the video we seen to the court
the
file
90s.
to the lawsuit
Jihad enough, bro.
That's a
that we
90s.
seen, it's very wild. But I think it's also like, I wonder is he ever gonna get actual in trouble? Because it seems
I
like
think so.
Probably
like
he's had
3
some
years,
statute of limitations with some shit.
Probably like 3 years max.
Okay, I would be interested because I think that would be
Honestly, some of this newer shit that they haven't released is actually
like really.
within the statutes of
So
limitations.
I'm
Remember
just
how Robert? Everybody was like, "Oh, Robert Wildin,"
yeah,
and we found out,
that he was wilding.
and then like 2-3 years.
Oh,
later,
nigga, we been knew he was wilding. Though.
yeah,
Well, that's the whole point.
Oh, yeah.
That everyone knows until it kind of the
then we
dam
found
breaks,
out, and then it's just like, okay,
the flood
we're
just.
collecting. They're collecting all the data now. He's probably gonna go on trial in about a year or two. And it's just like,
You think it's gonna take that long?
Probably. It takes a long time. I
gotta
mean,
figure it out. And then he
the
goes
other
to
shit.
trial.
It's
I
already
just-
been like 6 months
I
since
just
the
think
lawsuit paperwork
I think
came
the New
out.
York Circuit Court is wrapped up with this Trump shit right now, so they're just trying to get that out of the way.
do that
I'm saying there's other cases on the docket too.
Yeah.
Like,
about 2027, bro.
Once they get this election cycle out the way, that nigga's getting cooked.
Speaking of,
Diddy and the Slammer, bro.
That nigga's
speaking
getting
of,
cooked.
y'all saw
Next June, my nigga,
50
he is
Cent.
getting cooked.
y'all saw 50 Cent was he went to Congress to help black people get their money.
In the liquor business,
Nah, apparently it wasn't. It was something else. It was some
it
economic.
wasn't just liquor.
It was some. He was part of some Congress thing.
Back
I
here?
forget.
I know he was with the Congress thing, but I just thought like
Missing layups.
that would like the original reason for him to go was like people getting equity, like equal equity in the.
No, it was
that-
it was like
that
a
thing.
black community economic plan. It was
Okay, I feel
it
that.
was very.
I mean, 50 always been on that.
people
though.
people were upset because they were saying why break 50 when there's actual black economists who you could bring to talk about the issue, who have insight, and not just 50 Cent.
I feel that, but 50 Cent connects to the greater.
I actually feel the people because I feel like that's a big thing where celeb culture, like no one is I feel like Ashton Kutcher is the type of cat who did a lot of that, like with the sex trafficking.
Yeah.
That was a big thing. Like Ashton Kutcher would be a guy who would.
I feel like that's new though.
Who was good
Celebrities
on-
going to
who-
talk to Congress.
That's not new. It's just some shit that
Nigga, Jelly
niggas should
Roll
not
went to go do it to talk. Like he was a drug dealer, and he went to go talk about fentanyl overdoses because he has a daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Muhammad Ali and them niggas went to go talk. Well, they tried, but they weren't allowed to go. But they had their own press conferences and shit. But
Yeah, my man 50 was in the joint with Lauren Boebert. He was kind of fooling, but 50, he be fooling.
yeah. But I mean, I guess like black economists. But are you? I think this goes back to what we was talking about. Like good press is like all press is good press. I think that's more so with the lines of those political marketing people were thinking. It's just like, yeah, let's get 50 Cent. Like, this is a man that went from being he's from Jamaica, Queens, got shot 9 times. He was a rapper, and he turned his life around, and now he's a successful businessman. So where we know he doesn't drink or smoke and all of that, but it's just like we also don't know his political ties and a whole bunch of other shit. So, like, he helps the black community, like. All his sets are black. Majority of his cast are black. Like, he hires black women to write his shows. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it looks good, bro. Like, it's easy to promote. Like you said earlier, with Caitlin Clark. Like, bringing a black economist that don't nobody know about,
that's
and you
crazy
got to
work.
write whole dissertations about a whole bio about the nigga before you promote the whole thing. Reason why you going to Congress?
That's nasty work. Like
It
Congress
is,
versus
but-
basketball, and honestly, that is the key issue here. That there's actual real issues at hand. Caitlin Clark is not a real issue. The misrepresentation of black people in economic spaces is. So 50 Cent being the marketing ploy is not the move.
That's why we're the
Like,
greatest podcast, because we come
the
full
issue.
circle
That's
here,
the
ladies and
issue at
gentlemen.
hand. No,
We're only
literally,
2
that's-
segments in, and we went full circle. Goddamn
No,
it!
but that's the issue at hand. When you really get to the nitty gritty, is that celeb culture has overtaken everything. So
It's actually a good mix.
the idea that we have to like
Nothing like a
keep
Cleveland
it
and
like
drink.
have some sort of acknowledgement of nonsense is kind of wild to me. Like shit is wild. Like you shouldn't have to acknowledge tomfoolery. Like I just don't get it. And it's a lot of tomfoolery taking place. Like once again, I love 50 Cent. Love power. Love it all. No
Do you
need
really?
for no need for I like Power in the first 8 episodes of the first season.
It's so many seasons and episodes after that.
Yeah, I mean I like what I watch. Fuck.
I'm not even gonna comment on what he just said.
I gotta watch every episode.
Not at all, Charles. I ain't say that at all, baby. I ain't say that at all.
Power, but you always
Nigga said the
Like,
first
Ghost-
8 episodes of the
Ghost
first
is a
season.
great character, like
Bro,
fundamental great character.
Nigga Charles said, "This all I seen what I need to see."
That's what I'm saying.
there's so much after that.
I'm sure there is, and some of it is tomfoolery. I don't need that. Like, bro, I have what I have, bro.
It's actually like a good show.
See, the part I watched,
Charles said, "I would assume so."
I would assume so. I watched up until I needed, and then I saw that it was getting too far.
Said 8 episodes.
And we had of the first season,
Bro,
bro.
first season was so trash. This is crazy,
What?
but it set the foundation.
That's what are you talking about? That's everything I would
The
see.
cinematography was
Everything
trash.
I would see after, I'd be like,
You're forgetting
This
that
what you
Charles
niggas
is
is
a writer,
watching?
bro.
I would just
like
I would
everything
just-
is
But he
based
should
off
also
this first
appreciate-
season. All
Bro.
these episodes that follow is based off this first
Bro.
I
season.
also appreciate cinematography. That shit was trash. Season 1.
yeah, but cinematography.
But
But Charles is a
season-
writer.
It's a
He
very
appreciates
specific thing.
writing.
Yeah, it's a very
Season
specific
3,
thing.
It was like, okay, it's all match.
Charles is a writer. He appreciates writing. Know your personnel, bro.
My man put his hands on
End of the day, it's a
head.
it's a fucking love
Man, I
story.
say Charles probably seen the side joint and was like, "Oh yeah, say less."
That shit is a love story.
That shit was too much for me, man. It was like SVU meets all types of like
Gangster love story.
like it was too much. But it was cool. Like I said, I enjoyed it for what it was.
I ain't gonna
But
hold you. I stopped watching after the second season.
my whole point was let's stay where we're at
I
as
would've
far
said.
as let's let the streets let's be
I would have said.
let's let it be.
I didn't watch it till the pandemic, to be fair.
I remember.
Yeah. And then I put the whole
I wasn't that bored.
threat. I said, fuck yeah.
Yeah, nigga.
And I was like,
You had a job. I didn't, and I was not that
I
bored.
said, this shit is fire.
Yeah, that's crazy.
This is a good show.
I'm gonna read the Quran.
I said, I see why y'all niggas was watching this shit on what, Saturdays, Sundays?
Yeah, so
They was waiting for it.
Live
I said the
tweeting.
Tyreek came out today.
look, man.
Oh, we have a fan in the back.
Mm-hmm. They saying it came out today.
A silent supporter, eh?
Silent support crazy.
Speak up, nigga.
Not speak up, niggas.
Speak up.
A ghost donor, if you will.
Okay, Ray J. Anybody see Ray J on Club Shay Shay?
I actually did watch the whole episode.
You watched the whole jump?
I was at work.
Give us some highlights.
Please, because I ain't watched it.
1,000 lashes.
It was 1,000.
Hey, Charles. That nigga needs 1,000
He
lashes.
said, he asked the whole serious question. Your man said,
1,000 lashes.
1,000 lashes.
you man said,
Straight face. You know how they hung him up? He did a good job, too. Hey, son, that was crazy.
Bruh.
this week killed me. He went like this. It's crazy.
Bro, I love Ray J, bro.
Then he said,
That's one of my favorite people.
The
in
only
world.
fans thing with the cam.
bro,
So I was in the chat and I was just like,
nonsense.
Nonsense.
I was just like, you know what?
Nonsense.
You might be
Delusional.
You might be onto something. You might
Buddy,
be onto
there's
something.
a whole documentary about Pam Anderson having her sex tape leak and that being the first celeb sex tape
fine. But
and
then-
how there were a string of people trying to copy. That's the whole point.
There, you know,
Like literally, Ray
who was after him?
was a bunch of other white people. Like that was the whole thing.
Who do we talk about after that?
Shorty from Nickelodeon.
I don't even.
What's
once
her
again,
name?
Once again, I did
Start
not
with
know.
an M. Her last
Proving
name.
Ray J's point right now.
How was it proven? If I just gave you the person before you that would
Okay,
even,
but if he was the last one before that,
he was the last one before.
Paris Hilton.
was that around the same time?
That's the whole point. It was a
Yeah.
thing.
Paris Hilton do it
That-
first, and then Kim
It was
K
after.
said, "I'm gonna do it,
It was
after
after.
that."
The
That was-
That's
video
what
might have
everybody
been.
said.
The
That
video
was the
might have been
whole-
before,
that-
but
I
it
think
was
that
released
the point
after.
that
So then what
it
happened?
was
after?
literally her and her friends. Like they,
So what happened after Ray J did it?
what she got popping? Like I'm confused. What point are you trying to make? My point is that I'm
I'm
trying
proving
to
Ray J's point. Like he's the guy. You know what I mean?
because he did a singular. Like my thing is that if he was the only one to ever, not even, but if he was the first one to do it, or even the first one to do it that
Bless
it
you.
became popular, I'd be like, sure.
I respect Ray J.
But that's not the
because
case. Like
his bag is I got the Kardashians famous.
that's fine. I'm not saying that.
I think that was his
him
point.
specifically doesn't change pop culture for like you said, bringing this family into
You know,
stardom.
We had the OJ shit, but after that,
however you
everything
want to,
died
however you
down.
want to frame that, I would
And then
not
it was
deny
just
that.
like,
Rest in peace,
We had a
OJ.
But your man literally
Rest in
said
peace,
we
OJ.
wouldn't be wearing
Yeah,
what
they
there
just
wouldn't be
released the
only
files.
fan like. buddy.
That's why I was like, you're wilding.
Like,
You're wilding.
like-
but I also, I see your point a little bit, bro.
Like Kim Kardashian herself is not even like her whole thing is that she spent years trying to be like, oh
My
my
whole thing-
god,
Erase it.
oh my
My
god.
whole thing is that
Like,
the
stop it.
OnlyFans was a site around that time. I feel like
OnlyFans has been up for like 15 years. Like that's that's the thing that
They
kills
wasn't
me.
getting on naked on there.
It wasn't.
until
It was.
the
they
pain.
actually were.
If anything, if Kim Kardashian's mother wasn't who she was, we're not even having this conversation.
Son, it wasn't like the whole thing about OnlyFans is that people were doing the same thing they were doing now. It just wasn't promoted
Like
the way it was.
literally, there's the meme of her being like, "As your mother, I was disappointed. As your manager, like,
Yeah.
Oh, as your manager.
like that's the whole point. Like, that's the thing that kills me. Like Ray J funny as fuck. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
But like this
I mean,
idea
it was a cool interview,
that
but I don't think like
Ray
it wasn't
J-
as there was no real shock
that
value
Ray
in that.
J
though.
is the six the matrix in which everything moves through. Nah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
fucking nuts.
I'm sorry.
Brandy
sorry.
Robert?
I'm sorry, Ray J. It's a funny.
Wait a minute.
It's a funny tidbit,
That's a
but
good hit.
it's not. It's not the.
I'm just saying, like he said, there was no real shock value in the jump.
So what else happened there? Because we ain't watch it. I ain't watch
I
it.
ain't watching.
Son, it wasn't shit to really talk about.
He was
Like,
talking about Princess and,
Do you agree that
and Floyd.
Shannon Sharp is a terrible interview? I think he sucks.
You think he sucks?
do I think he's a terrible interviewer?
Personally, I think he sucks.
I think Shannon
No.
is a vibe interviewer. He's not trying to.
Shannon would be like, "Hey, so glad to have you here."
All right, hold on.
My thing is,
hold on.
like,
I'm gonna put it this way. Put it this way.
Before I say what he does,
Yeah, I'm gonna put it this way. He has a team of people that comes up with questions for him. He's rating off of something.
he has a handful of cards.
Exactly.
But I feel like
So-
his cards are shuffled. His cards are not in fucking order.
They are, but they aren't. Because if you actually watch the interview, he shuffles through them.
It's
So,
just like, why are you doing that, bro?
based off of answers, because he knows the cards he has. Based off the answers that he gets, he will flip through.
Terrible.
If you give a dry answer, he'll move on to the next subject. Like he'll real live move on to the next subject.
Bruh.
But how many people actually watch him do that? That's one. Two,
No.
the way
Guess
that
that's why I'm weird.
the way that me and Charles may conduct interviews, or some of your favorite people may conduct interviews, is not the same way. So it's just like that might be something you're uncomfortable with. I'm just saying me and Charles because we're on our podcast, and I think that Charles is one of the best interviewers, whether it be on TV or not on TV. But Charles is definitely one of the best interviewers. How he goes about it, the questions he asks, the homework he actually does, and all of that. And me being a partner. And then actually getting to see it
He's on
firsthand.
his phone,
It's
like,
pretty
what the
cool.
fuck?
So it's just like, yeah. But at the same time, it's just like, yeah, his style of interviewing, is it irritating? No. Because like at the same time, he has the #1 interview on YouTube right now. Like, I don't understand why. Like he's getting the information out of the guest.
That's what I'm saying. That's ultimately
Like
what
that's what
interviews
you want
about.
out your interview, right?
He's letting him speak.
That's what an interviewer is supposed to do. I'm not supposed to, like, all right, the way he does it, like, he's not what's it called? He's not an investigative journalist. Like, so I'm not supposed to poke holes in your shit.
He's not a journalist at all.
Exactly.
just
That's
a
my
guy.
thing. He's an interviewer, my nigga. It's not
I
journalism.
don't even think he's.
He doesn't work for NBC.
I think he's a guy.
He's not Walter Cronkite,
That
my
has a
nigga. Like, he is a
platform.
nigga that has
That
just
has
started,
money.
the guy that has media, and he has a platform.
That's
and he's
it.
exercising his platform. I don't understand why anybody has an issue with it. Because there's a lot of people that have interview people in this area that they big up, whether it be this area or not area, that are terrible interviewers. But yet, you promote them and say nothing negative or critique them.
I'm confused how we got here.
No, I'm just saying, we're talking about interviewers, right?
Yeah, I just think that.
Okay.
I think the idea.
So it's just like, if
is-
you're going to critique this one person.
Oh, he's talking to you. Oh.
No.
No, I'm speaking very broad right now. Wallahi, I'm not sending any shots. Wallahi, I'm not sending any shots. It might sound very direct, but yeah. No. You may take it that way, but no, I have no beef. Wallahi, I don't. Like, I prayed on that, bro. Like, I chalked that shit a long time ago.
Oh wow.
Left that shit in Ramadan.
He said, "Oh wow."
Yeah, so it's just like, when it come to that, it's just like, yeah, food, like, and I know exactly what you're talking about. So it's just like, when
that's what you was.
no, I have no problem. Son, I don't give a fuck about that. Because if you even paying attention to that shit branching off. Exactly.
I don't pay attention. I don't
My bad.
Nah, I feel him. I felt that. I felt
I didn't mean to
that.
exactly
I felt
come out
that.
that way.
Nah, that exactly felt right. I felt it. Because I don't even know what exactly meant. Because I haven't seen what branched off. Bro.
Yeah, so it's just like, back on topic.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other people out here interviewing people
Well, my
that
only
are terrible. The only interview I think that was really terrible that Shannon Sharp did was the Amanda Seals job.
I didn't even see that.
Exactly. And my nigga, that was...
I just feel like he go from like question 1 to his question 7, and then after question 7.
But are you watching the interviews or are you just watching clips?
No, I watched the interviews.
Okay.
For me, when I was thrown off, I was just like the Cat Williams jump. It was just like,
My whole thing is we're critiquing somebody that didn't go to school for journalism.
and I was just like, bro, like this is not your bag. Like
Charles
why-
is a journalist. That's why I bigged him up. Like the way he goes
I don't
about
even
the style
like
of
Charles for real, bro.
you what?
It's like no,
I was about to say you want to fight? We can step out.
just trying to make
You
a
ain't
joke.
about to do that to my man.
Not too many laughs.
You want me to handle your light work?
It was a bad joke. Bad joke.
Say the word.
I wanted more laughs.
I slap.
I wanted more laughs.
Jeez, they had the whole Upper Arena Bowl at Capital One popping.
So they had the whole jump.
They had the whole joint.
That's all right. I see why Shorty moved down from the 200.
I would too.
She moved down from the 200s both days.
Yeah, man. No, I think Shannon Sharp's whole thing is to get people to
Welcome
say
back.
stuff, and ultimately that's what works. Now,
Just
how
talk,
he,
bro.
Now, how he gets there. The thing about it is that it seems like people use Shannon Sharp as a stepping stone to then actually get their shit off, because that's exactly what Cat Williams did. Like
I actually respect.
he started, he went there, did all that, and then did the whole. All right, well, this is what I was trying to say. Ultimately,
pod,
like,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. It's
I actually respect Shannon Sharp though, because he wakes up mad early, does his show, does the podcast, and then he does a late night jump.
with Ocho. Yeah,
So I just respect that. I respect that.
Like, bro, he has a media company. He's here to entertain, my nigga.
not my guy.
that's, like you said, he's decided to become a content guy. So it is what it is, bro.
That's what I be telling cats these days. That's what I be telling cats. Don't do one thing, get you a media company, man. Like, what we doing?
Who else is out there outside of Shay?
We're
What
on
else
the
we
way.
need to talk about for 250? The vibes were good. I feel as though I don't really have other vibes but my vibes.
You usually. What are your vibes, buddy?
I say we can talk about mental health
Shan?
month. It's mental health month randomly. Shout out to mental health month. I hope you-
Men's mental health month.
What's it called?
Men's mental health.
Oh yeah, all that. Yeah, shout out to y'all niggas, man. Hopefully I out here talking to that lady. You know what I'm saying? Getting yourself right.
Talk to the lady.
Look within. Because that's something very big in our community. Yeah. I like to say we are blessed with a community of black men that we do judge, but we don't hold each other and all that. Somebody needs to get something off. Actually express feelings and all that. It's definitely a safe space, whether it be individual or in a group setting. So it's just like, yeah. But I hope you gentlemen find that safe space or a group of individuals that you feel comfortable enough. Because, yeah, suicide has definitely been crazy in the community lately.
He's gonna get the side talk. I feel it though.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, bro, numbers is nuts. So it's just like, the side is nuts. Like,
I feel like if you shorten anything, you could say it a little bit more in public.
yeah, abbreviations is definitely the way. So sad. All right.
People not gonna look at you as crazy.
What about Sui?
The Sui, the Sui is
I
crazy.
like Sui.
Okay.
You can't nickname it. You can shorten it, but nicknaming it is crazy.
I like Sui.
The Sui. You guys are wow.
Sui.
Charles, you know why I said Sui though. That was you. My bad. No, you started. You said that first.
I like the Sui.
Now on mic.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you gotta keep it away, bro. Don't need that on my name. Like,
Yeah, bleep
like
that.
Smortion.
Bleep. Hey,
Like Smortion?
bleep that too. Bleep that too. Bleep that too.
Like Smortion is crazy, but it hits. Oh my God,
Hey, they trying to get rid of the smokes. There, you seen that big ass IUD they had in them in front of the Union Station?
I'm team Smorsh in every.
You ever hit a jump with the IUD in them?
I want to answer, but
All right. Before
want.
we leave, I got a question.
No, nigga. My question is on the floor right now, nigga. Save your jump.
If I answer, can you bleep my answer out?
Sure.
No.
He's not going to do it. He's not going to do it. He's not going to do
I'm
it.
not doing that until
I have a more
you.
important question.
I knocked it out.
What's your more important question?
So,
Knocked it out.
He's
Knock
gonna
it
give me the
out.
answer eventually. But go ahead. What's your more important question? He's
Just
gonna just
answer.
say it randomly.
I just answered.
What happened?
You ain't catch it. Why you're catching a rewatch?
I ain't worried about.
Sure. All right.
I'm pretty sure it was yes.
My question was, all right, so
It's ABM song.
there's ass man and there's ass man and there's titty man, right?
Oh God, we was just talking about
There's
this.
ass man and there's titty man. Everyone like has their preference.
This
Some
is
people
my
are this,
go to
some
the
people are that. Some
bathroom
people are
question.
both, right?
I like feet.
We just literally talked
So this
about
what I was.
this.
So this is what I was saying.
Yeah, I figured that's the next body part you were going to.
Fan, freaky ass nigga. So
yeah, for sure.
yeah, okay, cool.
I'm a freak.
Well, that's the whole point that I was trying to get at, because like legs is a part of the body that I feel as though
It's not accepted enough.
that's what I'm saying. It's not in the, you don't consider
Especially
it in
'cause
the ass and the titties kind of. It's not. It's
You gotta have nice legs that have ass.
you
you
can have
have-
nice legs and not have ass.
Yeah,
So-
but you also have to have a decent torso to have a good set of tits.
Yes, but
Something gotta hold that weight.
the whole thing is that you got. Well, you could be shaped badly.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
but you can still have tits.
Yeah,
And
long torso, short legs, big titties.
all that. Like,
You still fine though, shorty. I'm not saying you not. You know what I'm saying? Don't get body dysmorphia on a nigga. Like
I think my point is that most people are one of the two. You start out as an ass.
it's
or a titty-
250. Moog gonna talk
ass or a
today.
titty person.
Yeah, for sure.
People are into legs. Like
I like
she got
legs.
nice legs.
I like feet. I like elbows too.
But liking feet, that's some freaky ass frog shit.
I mean,
That's where.
I lower my gaze, bro. I started the feet.
But here's my thing: people be wearing shoes, my nigga.
Yeah, touche.
Like that's
But
like
I also call shoes feet.
no way that is the precursor.
Wallahi, if a girl got a nice pair of shoes on, I'll start there and then work my way up.
I'm not mad at the thought process, but no, we're talking about feet, actual
Like
feet.
the actual toes. and
Yes,
shit.
the actual toes. Because the butt is not about her jeans; it is about her ass. Their actual.
Shitting me. Because you can
actual
see that ass in a pair of jeans and then see that ass in a sundress. And then two totally different reactions.
For sure, but if she got ass, she got ass. That's the
Yeah.
whole point.
But that jeans holding that ass different and that sundress is just letting it loose.
I'm not.
Surely, can we get a third party
I'm
in
not
there?
denying that what holds up the
Jeans
ass.
or sundress ass?
No, that was the argument. The argument was that she still got ass. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Whether she wearing a
But
sundress or a
but what you want to see that ass in? Jeans or sundress?
how you
Charles, answer my question. Yeah, I had to answer.
naked.
Okay, all right.
If we're gonna play
All
that
right.
game, like,
Okay.
that's the whole point.
That wasn't an option, but I like how you did that.
That's the point. It wasn't. I wasn't debating that.
I was trying to keep it fake whole life.
I was just saying, there's ass and there's titties, man.
Okay.
Being a leg man,
Mm-hmm.
it's like cool, but like I feel as though like if you got nice legs, you got nice legs. Maybe you ran track, maybe you played soccer. Like having nice legs is like okay,
Okay.
neither here, not making or breaking.
Okay.
But ass or titties for people can or cannot be the deal breaker.
Also, all right, another reason
And
why.
then when you get to the foot, the
Okay.
actual foot,
All right. Can I explain that?
once you get the tat, I think that's what I was saying. Once we get the tat, it's a sign. Like
All right.
it is
My whole
a sign
thing-
that we know.
My whole thing about the foot, if you got nice feet, you pay attention to detail, you take care of yourself.
Fine.
Just because you can get your toes painted, that don't mean that your heel ain't crusty. A lot of white women out there like that. Some black women out there too. Sisters, I need y'all to do better. Okay? Summer Clement. But,
Nice
you know what I'm
petty
saying?
manicure, change all that.
You know what I'm saying? A little scrub on the back.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes women still go to the shop and still don't get the scrub on the back.
If you go to the shop and don't get the scrub, it's kind of crazy.
Hey, Charles,
I
see
be,
what I'm saying?
I be in the joint.
So it's just like, Charles like, hey, my shit all inclusive. I don't know nothing about this.
I
You know what I'm
just
saying?
pick number 54 and just keep it rocking.
Number 54 is nuts. So yeah, so it's just like that's why it's more so like when it comes to I appreciate you because I was definitely about that age. So when it comes to me being a foot man,
We talking fetishes?
I don't know how we got to that word.
Freaky ass niggas,
You
man.
said I'm a foot man. That sounds like a fetish, man.
We was talking about ass
Ass and
titties.
titties. That's what I'm saying. There's titties men and there's ass men. But to be fair, he might be right because now the foot becomes the
foot.
fetish
That's a
because
fetish.
the ass and the titties is generally accepted. I think that was more so the point I'm getting.
Oh,
at,
the
that-
fetish?
Well, not that it is a fetish, but that it is different. Like the other
Preference.
the other two I'm talking about are kind of what you assume what people are into, one or the other.
So we were talking about this, and I was just like,
I'm gonna say
okay.
break down how this conversation started.
We were saying ass and titties to not over sexualize women. I was just like, bro, I kind of like a leg, and he was just like, well, it kind of comes
love a
down
good
to
thigh.
ass and tit.
A good
and I was
thigh.
just saying it comes
Good
down
thigh.
to, you know, I was just like, I like a leg, but I
Good
also
thigh.
think that the leg could move up to the ass, or maybe if we want to like call it what it is, an ass and tit, like I might just be an ass guy. But I was just like, bro, I like a leg. You know what I mean? He's like, no, it's ass and titty.
It's all encompassing.
And then I started,
Same.
and then I started talking feet, and then I was just like, your man might like the feet.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I was like,
fuck
And then I was like,
I fuck with a
and then
good
he
foot.
said that.
yes,
Fuck with a
nigga.
good
But then I
foot.
was just like, nigga, you might well call me that too, because I
Yeah, you fuck with a good foot
I love a
too.
good foot.
Yeah.
Listen, I love a good foot tattoo. Don't get it twisted.
Hey,
And then,
bro,
he
y'all-
went to that. And
Y'all
then-
know my theory.
That's the whole point. That's where I'm getting at. Like the theory is here. Like I'm with the theory.
You know my theory.
My thing about that theory is
Actually, no.
Yeah. Go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it.
don't get yourself in trouble. Man.
Yeah.
Don't even do
I
it.
don't think I'm gonna get in trouble.
Don't
It's just
even.
like-
Don't even.
I feel like there's more women with the foot tat than there is not without the foot tat these days.
I ain't even gonna
These
do that
days.
math. I don't even know the math.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from, but I can't. I can't.
I mean, if
I
no,
seen a bear. I
Give
seen
you
a
the
lot of bare
knowledge.
feet.
I've seen more foot tats.
Shawty's definitely be having the foot tats. I've definitely
there's a lot
when I
of women
definitely
that
go to the
have
beach
the
these
foot
days. I definitely see more foot tats than in
Like in some
Years
form
prior.
and shape, there's like an ankle and down tat.
That's a good sign.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's an ankle and down. More times than not, I would say like 7 times out
That's
of
a
10.
good sign. Shout out to those women.
Maybe 6 out of 10, 6.5 out of 10, maybe like a 63% rate
63%.
of like there's something down there more than it's not. So it's just like at that point, do we have to like? Are we still saying that shit's fire? You know what I mean? If the rate is like we're up here, if the tat
think
down
women-
there, like is it still fire?
You think women
Regardless.
heard? You think women heard about the knowledge and decided that they were just gonna?
Well, I think
I hope they heard the knowledge inside
And then
about
they
it. Because
decided
if
they
you
were
got
gonna-
that shorty and the nigga recommended a foot tattoo to you, man,
here's my
that is a
thing.
good thing.
Here's my thing, right? I feel like when we were growing up, when we were in the youth stage of our lives, like it was just like
The tramp stamp
tramp
said.
stamp was like it's fire with the tramp stamp. I feel like the tramp stamp moved to the foot,
That's what I'm saying.
so it's just
You
like,
gotta hide that. Cause like you could be a teacher with the tramp stamp. That shirt come up with that motherfucking blazer. You already know what I'm talking about. And that tramp stamp show me like, oh, Miss Jenkins a motherfucking, and then it's over for you. But you can have the slacks on with the foot tap.
Motherfucker, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. My bad. Shout out to Miss Jenkins though. I don't even know who Miss Jenkins is.
Miss Jake.
Just crazy, bro.
I just felt like that was an all-encompassing name. Black, white, Hispanic. You never know.
Black, white, Hispanic.
You never know. Irish. But yeah.
Irish.
But yeah. Hey, shout out to the Irish woman with the foot
Freaky
tap.
ass frog, dog.
Shout out to the Irish woman with the foot tap.
This nigga, what are you doing? You and these white women, what's going on?
I ain't been there yet.
No race in Islam, I feel it.
No, I ain't been there yet. I mean, wallahi, I ain't been
I
there yet.
haven't been there yet. It's crazy.
Hey, son, I'm not against it.
You hear that, ladies?
Hey, I'm single as a sheet of
$1
paper.
bill?
Nope.
I was about to say this.
Loose leaf, my nigga. A loose leaf paper.
Yeah, this normally comes in singles.
Hey, That's how single I am, my nigga. You can get me
It
at
comes
the,
in packs too.
yeah, it do. But you can get me at the corner store for 25 cents, and you know what I'm talking about if you live in the right area. You can get a pen for an extra 10.
See this nigga, man.
Nigga,
Just, y'all some funny ass niggas. I give y'all
I'm
that.
gonna take my screenshot of this.
oh, dead ass, man. But shout out to Art though. You know what I'm saying?
I
Olympics
seen the
coming up.
shirt because I seen that shit on his page.
Good man. Good man.
I DM'd him and told him I needed this when he said he was about to drop it after we did the interview, and he was like, "Say less," and then this joint was just in my mailbox.
That's a good man.
If he's watching, I want to say apologize for the episode cutting out short. Had some technical difficulties, man. I don't like having issues. I hate having issues. That's all I gotta say.
Should have been.
250. We try to rectify, make things right.
But,
Um,
what you got?
Was there anything any other freaky
You told me
fraud
schedule.
energy we need to address?
I feel like there was something, but
We could always get back later, you know.
Netanyahu, you a bitch.
Look. Oh, you just missed Angel. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, I mean this is I use this brand actually.
but that's what I'm saying.
There she go.
This is how.
Who these other young ladies in this commercial?
Just some Jones.
That's my whole point. Like, this is what makes you a superstar.
And this is what I brought up as who could be a superstar.
Yes, like
Nigga said,
whoa, I didn't think of her like that, but
I mean,
willing
that's
to.
what we're talking about. We're moving arenas for her.
I'm willing to be.
Angel
I'm willing to
definitely-
add her. I'm willing for there to be 3 superstars in WNBA. But like this idea that like there's just an overwhelming amount. No, it's not. No matter how good the players are, that doesn't make you a superstar. That's all I'm saying. Tim Duncan was one of the best power forwards ever. Superstar? Like, yes. Basketball, yes. Just random? No. Like the whole reason why good reason why people thought Kobe Bryant was or think Kobe Bryant is better than Tim Duncan, who maybe aren't basketball people, is because of the idea that he's a superstar in a way that Tim Duncan isn't.
Where's Drew? We need Drew for that.
Who?
Tim Duncan versus Kobe Bryant. So,
Hey, son, please. But I would love that Cam and Drew on the couch arguing
Tim Duncan versus
versus Kobe.
Kobe.
Hey, bruh, that might be the
I don't
funniest
got it in me.
basketball discourse
I don't
ever.
got it in me, bro. I really don't.
I just need it for 15 minutes.
Niggas don't know Cam like I know Cam. We don't need that.
Son, I just
And
need,
we don't need that with Drew, bro.
I just need it with
Deadass.
one cone.
One code is jokes,
One cone.
bro.
Niggas might want to swing.
Honestly, I think that's exactly what you were gonna say. I do exactly what
Niggas are gonna want to fight.
I'm not gonna lie. When niggas be too big,
Dead
that's
ass.
exactly. I'm not gonna lie.
We're not doing
You know what's crazy?
Once the
Kobe
big-
Bryant
Not doing that,
fans
bro.
and Tim Duncan fans are definitely the type of
Type of
niggas that
niggas.
will fight.
You met him at the KD joint, right? Yeah.
Son, we been met Cam.
Yeah, a while ago.
Yeah.
But it's been a while, bro.
Yeah, my man.
Cam's different, bro.
My man said I got in shape, buddy. Him killing y'all niggas.
Lost 40, bro.
He said I'm killing y'all niggas.
Nah,
bro.
Stan, last time I seen him was
So
when
I'm right.
Dennis was here.
Mm-hmm.
He said I'm getting right, boy.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Shout out to Dennis
Hey, he
too,
said-
bro.
hey, he
Happy belated,
And
fam.
he said I'm trying to pull these moves on y'all. He was like, I've been in the gym. Y'all better get
Yeah,
this work.
we gotta go back to
Cats
New
will
York.
be in the gym, be ready to
He
to
back
get,
up there?
Be ready to get into the squabble.
LA still.
I'm already sharp to niggas like that. They
Last
just
time I
be-
talked, he said he might
They be
up
ready
there
to
for,
try
like,
out
the
they do
summer,
moves.
depending.
They be ready to fuck a nigga up like, yeah, I've been waiting to pull out this shit.
Oh, yeah,
you
for
got
sure.
it, G.
If you ever thought I didn't have moves in the bag for when we get back at
Walker Mills tomorrow, they say.
Oh yeah, I'm there.
Um,
I'm going to work and then I'm coming straight from work.
oh, I love the vibes. Dedication to the hoop.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else we got? I'm about to spark one more J, but is there
Oh, yeah, we
anything
can do
we
that.
got for 250?
Netanyahu, you a bitch, nigga. And I hope they arrest your dumb ass. Shout out to the ICC and all my
quickly.
mans and them from South Africa, you hoe ass nigga. Fuck you. Free Palestine, free all my folks in Africa, you know what I'm saying? And they should have never killed my uncle, Nomar Gaddafi. Fuck is you talking about, Slim?
like,
Because
who's
he was
his
real live he was trying to unite
I
Africa.
didn't know Gaddafi was
And-
his uncle.
Nah,
I
he
know-
not.
I
He
know-
not.
I know
I ain't,
facetiously.
nah, yeah, for sure.
OJ was my uncle. So
Yeah. OJ, his uncle, Nomar Gaddafi, man, for sure.
crazy, but
You know what I'm saying?
We
Hey,
kinda wild,
what they
but it
said
is
about
what it
him was
is.
not true. But I'm gonna let that
is
shit.
true. That is true. They did lie on that.
Yeah, they lied on that nigga endless. But everything that they said that he was trying to do, yeah, that was a grown man move. She stole that from her boyfriend. But actually, her boyfriend can't even do that. But
Relax.
all right, Charles, my bad.
Cats are
But
ridiculous.
yeah,
All right, but before, because we should probably finish with that.
free Palestine, man.
Cam said, "When is Jasper's?"
Real nigga.
That's what Cam
Tell
said.
him hoop tomorrow. Walk him in. Quickly. Kendrick or Drake? Who won the beef?
Kendrick.
Damn, you're not gonna answer it. Come on, quickly.
Dear baby girl. That's all I got.
I know exactly what you're trying to insinuate, so I feel it.
Dear baby girl.
Is that Drake?
No, Kendrick.
Okay.
Meet the Grams.
Oh, okay.
Here's my thing. This is my quick synopsis. I promise it's gonna be super, super quick. I think Kendrick won, but he won by the idea of
So he beat Drake at his own
he
game.
beat Drake at. I'm glad you took the words of my. He beat Drake at his own game. Family Matters to me is still the best song in all of it. Personally,
The Family Matters, Jones.
whether like people will argue me that I don't really care, but that to me was the best song in the whole shebang.
I really love the when you put your hands on your girl. I really love that part.
Not
bro.
Like Us is the most groovy song out of the joint. It's the one
Sound
song
like-
that I feel as though make you dance. Like it truly make you feel away. Like
Buddy, let's
Yeah.
strip walk, bro.
And that,
you know, it's a good
Blood
it's a
walk.
good shot.
I'll do whatever.
I think
need to do.
I think Meet the Grams
let's
being dropped.
Let's be respectful.
I think Meet the Grams being dropped when it was is what took away from the actual Drake song. It wasn't that Meet the Grams is a better song or anything. It's just that this nigga dropped the song 30 minutes later. There's a whole nother diss track alleging that you have another child. So that just
Addressing what you just said.
yeah, but most of it really to me like
Yeah,
people
I
say
understand
that,
what
but
you're
like
saying. Yeah.
but my thing is that like he didn't. My favorite joint is you want to take up Pharrell, come get his legacy up out of my house. Like that shit was fucking wild as shit
Well,
to
all
me.
of it changed.
And what happened? I didn't hear Kendrick say
But I thought
respond to that.
But I thought he melted that shit down though.
You did.
I don't know.
No. He said he melted it down, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's more than one. I'm sure it's more.
No.
He in the Pusha T joint, he said I melted all of his chains down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he's being facetious when he says all.
I mean, I feel you, my nigga,
So,
but don't post the chain that you said you melted down.
See, that's one thing. This whole thing was never a thing about beef because niggas saying shit like that and then there's a whole child that was mentioned that doesn't seem to exist.
Oh no, yeah.
So it's like,
But I knew. Come on, another child thing. Like how many times we going, man?
I'm losing perspective on beef. Like what? Like some people have to.
No, I just say like the reason I think Kendrick won is because he beat him at his own.
That's
game.
what I think. But my thing is that some people are asking
What
people
happens now?
to prove certain things, and other niggas don't gotta can just say shit, and it's just like okay. Like the whole Drake is a gambling degenerate. It's like maybe.
We've been on. He been
But
gambling
like,
though. Like
ain't the
niggas
nigga
gambling.
worth like $1 billion? Like no funny shit.
Niggas
Like,
didn't care about Michael Jackson.
or Jordan.
Michael Jordan, I mean.
Like being worth a lot of money.
Charles Barkley.
You're allowed to be like that's literally the least of it. Like of all the things.
Charles Oakley. He ain't make as much money as them two niggas we just named.
That's my.
He got gambling problem. He smacked a nigga pre-game.
like,
You owe me money.
like that's the whole thing. Like I don't.
That's not a gambling addict.
I don't. That didn't move me. Like that's the whole Meet the Grams didn't move me as much as niggas.
Actually, that was my favorite song.
Yeah, that joint did not move me. Like of all the Kendricks, Euphoria, Not Like Us, with the joints. I'm like, all right.
Mr. Grams are cool, bro. Talking to your father, talking to your mother, talking to you, talking to
But that's
made up kid.
but that's the whole point though. Like
That was just
I'm losing
good.
perspective on beef. Like talking to Drake's mom doesn't move me. Like talking to Drake's dad, like who are you? Like no funny shit. Like you ain't nobody to be like. The whole thing was the moral compass of both of these men. Like that was the ultimate thing, right? So that's why I could never understand why people were letting one play a superior role in this. Like neither one of them were coming from any other perspective than a moral. It wasn't like after a while it stopped being about rapping lyrics. It was literally about you're this type of person, you're that type of person. So why do I care that Kendrick told Drake's mom that he has a problem with women? Like buddy, like Okay, tell me what other rapper. Like, do you go around telling every rapper's mom that disrespect women? like that's what I'm saying. Like this was a
I
beat
feel
on
like one thing I will say, Drake states that in his raps.
States what?
The issues with women.
Don't they all? Future does. Like it was. That's my whole point. This whole.
No, that's what I'm saying.
This
like,
whole moral thing just didn't move me as much as I saw it move other people.
So why did it stop?
Because how many times can you both call each other pedophiles and domestic violence abusers? Like
before the Rico happened.
At a certain point, someone has to prove it, or you guys gotta just shut up. You
and then proving it would be some snitch shit.
Come on, bro. Like, how you gonna prove that? Like, and here's the thing: if you prove the Drake shit, then Drake would just be going to jail.
Millie Brown,
and then
come on,
once
bro.
again, niggas like that was the other thing. Like, as someone who has listened to enough Drake songs, I've heard him say niggas in my comments talking about some Millie Bobby. Like,
well, that was only one thing.
so he's just supposed to mention Millie Bobby? Because like I don't get people.
Why are you
like,
mentioning her to begin with?
That's the whole point. Because niggas in my comments, that's what I'm saying. I think he thought that was my time. I mentioned her, and we were gonna be done with this. No, his dumbass wanted to bring her. Like, you could tell this nigga that shit got in his feelings. Like, he like, bro, like, but my nigga, if it's nothing nefarious, why do you care, bro? Like, let people think what they, bro.
Right.
The same way Kendrick did it. I didn't see Kendrick run to the.
He didn't speak about that nigga talking about beating his girl.
I didn't see him run to the city hall and get married after you asked him why he didn't get married. Like, he said shit.
I'm still in New York. She's still in LA. Nigga, the fuck is you talking about?
That's why.
We still trying to figure it out.
That's why I know that nigga Drake was in his feelings.
Yeah.
He
And that's really why I said Kendrick won,
He
bro.
took that shit to heart. If Drake didn't drop Heart Part 6, I might have been one of those. It was a time. But once he dropped that shit, it just let me know that.
Wait, it's Heart Part 6.
That was the last shit he dropped.
Charles, I ain't hear that.
Yeah, that was the joint. It was bad, sad.
I must have been fasting that day.
I was like, why is he sound like this? He just sounded sad.
Bro, these niggas be depressed. Future not his friend no more.
Yeah, I think
We don't trust you.
honestly, I think that was the biggest issue. You lost
Yeah,
Future.
bro, that's what I'm saying. You lose Future as your friend. That's what you're really upset about.
Yeah.
That's why we're really here.
Alright,
Because everybody else got bars with Future. And that's why I really was upset. Because I'm like, bro, you know Future started this whole thing? This nigga made 2 albums about your dumb ass.
I mean, I just did the skim through it. I just skimmed through it.
Okay, I feel that, bro. But you're not Jay-Z. Like, you can't give me a couple bars.
Yeah, he can.
Like, you're not Jay-Z. Like, I understand that with Jay-Z and Nas and all that shit. But this ain't that.
Yeah.
So you gotta actually do something.
Future didn't say anything to him, so.
He didn't. And that's why I fuck with Future. Future literally was just like, bro, we don't
Future
trust
said we in the same boat.
I don't fuck with you,
We
bro.
both degenerate fathers.
If your metro don't trust you, I'm a Future, and I'm standing on business.
This is not the beef we want.
It's not the beef anybody want.
Anything else? I have nothing.
Netanyahu, you a bitch.
Yes, we have.
Free Palestine. No, I'm gonna continue to say that, Charles. You know
He's a
what I'm saying?
bitch.
Yeah. You's a bitch,
I'm
nigga.
losing perspective on beef kids.
And then Netanyahu not even your real last name.
Damn, they say you took the fake last name to
You
sound
definitely
more,
did. Your
to sound
father,
more Arab.
your father
Yeah.
adapted it so that you can blend in with the Israelis,
They
nigga.
say you from Philly.
You from Poland, nigga. Yeah, you definitely from Philly.
They say you from Philly.
You from Philly, cuz. Yeah, throw that shit up, nigga. You
I
American.
would take that if I was you, man. Y'all, I'd get him out the way personally.
Nah, fuck
Like, me
outta here.
personally, I would not take that.
Yeah, send him
If
if you
nigga
want.
said I wasn't from PG, I'd be in my. I would. Me personally.
I'm not from PG, nigga. I'm from Anne County. So go ahead and say that,
I
nigga.
would take that.
But you from Philly, nigga. You talking about you from Palestine.
I would have let a nigga take me personally.
Nigga talking about you nigga say you not even claiming Palestine. You claiming Israel.
I wouldn't even personally. I wouldn't take that.
When your grandfather moved there, it was Palestine.
Netanyahu, I wouldn't take that personally.
When your grandfather moved there, it was Palestine.
I wouldn't let a cat like this talk to me like that. I'm just saying.
What you mean, a cat like this?
I'm just saying.
Come on. I'm probably more Semitic than you bitch ass nigga.
Hey, I'm just saying.
And then we done out of here. Hey, Shirley, cut this joint off before I get killed.
I'm losing perspective on beef. That's I'm losing perspective on beef. This nigga said before.